Should an internal investigation that involves an alleged crime committed by an officer or individual of that agency, I believe, be investigated by the same agency, or should that be investigated by an outside agency to ensure there's no conflict?
Okay.
I think that's what it means. We're going to take that.
Sure. I'm ready. Okay.
Go ahead. You have 90 seconds.
What I was looking for is we talking specific to a criminal allegation. So
yes, the criminal allegation. Yes.
Okay. The department's responsibility generally initially is sort of some fact finding. In other words, verifying, okay, what's the nature of this complaint? Is it in fact policy or is it crime? This one is specific to crime. Generally speaking, that's going to be referred to an outside agency because of the possibility that there's going to be criminal charges. And so if there's any concern about an officer committing a crime, we almost always, I'm just stuttering because I'm trying to think if we've ever not referred those to an outside agency when it comes to a criminal activity. And I think we primarily do. That's our policy. That's our practice. And the internal agency, even though that they're capable of conducting those investigations, it just, the appearance, the lens that it's looked through, potential biases, it just doesn't work out. So we've used the Ellensburg Police Department, we've used the Washington State Patrol, we've used Grant County, Yakima County, Chelan County to look into these. They do the criminal investigation, they file it with the prosecutor for review or for criminal charges, and then we, independent of that, conduct an internal investigation to determine if policy was also violated and how we need to address that internally. They're separate.
You're muted.
I put myself on mute because my dog just returned. We're gonna do the question one more time, which is, should internal investigations that involve an alleged crime committed by an officer be investigated by the same agency or an outside agency to ensure there's no conflict of interest? Mr. Olson, you have 90 seconds to respond.
Thank you. I believe any criminal misconduct or allegation done by an employee should be investigated by an outside agency. And the reason for that is it does bring about transparency, brings about that, just a transparent, open investigation. It gives the employee basically a fair chance at an investigation as well, and it's better for all people involved. Anybody conducting an allegation, the employee, the agency, and I think it's very important to reduce the risk to the sheriff's office by having an outside agency do that. While working for the Washington State Patrol, I know the Washington State Patrol was involved in many criminal investigations from other agencies all over the state, and they did a phenomenal job at all those investigations. And just because it's an allegation of criminal misconduct doesn't necessarily mean it's true. But I think it's important to have that outside agency and outside eyes looking at that. Again, the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office at that point would look at the policy manual violations and then deem what appropriate maybe discipline is needed if the criminal allegation is found to be true, if at all. Thank you.
Thank you.